Hello guys! So this is my 39-week pregnancy update. I can't believe I'm still here and pregnant. I don't know why I've just been so convinced that he's going to be early because I feel like I'm huge. Like a lot of people say I've got quite a neat bump, but then a lot of people are saying that I'm bigger than I was with Jasper. Yeah, I just feel really like uncomfortable and I don't know, like I honestly thought he was going to be early. So many people said to me like, oh, you're going to be early. Which I still could be because I'm only 39 weeks. I've still got a week till my due date, but yeah, then he could be 2 weeks late. So I could have another 3 weeks of being pregnant, which I wouldn't mind at all because I love being pregnant. I really, really do. If someone said, oh, you can have another 2 months of pregnancy, I would take it because I just love it. You're probably thinking, shut up. No one loves it that much. So this week, I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, but I had a pregnancy spa day with Sarah from This Mum Alive. We just had pregnancy massages and had our nails done and relaxed because she's now 31 weeks pregnant and she's been having quite a stressful time as well with her husband deploying. So it was really nice for both of us to have that. And then at the weekend, I had my baby sprinkle, which was so lovely. I was really anxious building up to it because my mum was in hospital from last Wednesday. She'd gone in with a high temperature and they thought it might be an infection and they weren't really sure. But she was in isolation, like I couldn't go and visit her or anything. And we didn't know when she'd be out. So I was really anxious thinking, oh, she's not going to be out for the baby sprinkle. And you know, what if the baby comes now and she's in isolation and she wouldn't be able to come and meet the baby. At one point I got to a stage where I thought like, oh, I don't even want to do this because she's the one person that I would want to be there. And it worked out in the end. The day before, she was like, oh, I'm not going to be getting out tomorrow. And even if I do, like, she's not going to then be up for going for a baby sprinkle. But yeah, so she was still in hospital and couldn't come, which I was really sad about. But especially for her, because I knew that she would just be sat there in hospital, like, wishing she was there. It was really lovely anyway. My sister made such a huge effort because I booked it as an afternoon tea, because then I just thought no one has to do anything, we can just turn up, it's already kind of like it's in a nice stately home, so it's already decorated. But yeah, my sister kind of took over and she did some nice little games and made it look really nice. So that was lovely. That was kind of my last thing. I thought that needs to happen before the baby can come because otherwise it's not really a baby sprinkle if I've got the baby there. And yeah, I've got a few more things that I want to get done before the baby comes. I'm scheduling in lots of videos and blog posts so that I can just take time off when the baby's here. The pushchair still isn't here, that should be here next week, and the cot as well. I mean, if he came now, it would be absolutely fine, but I feel like I'm just like adding little things to my to-do list. Okay, so symptoms-wise, it hasn't been too bad. I felt really uncomfortable, and so many evenings I've sat there and just thought, oh, it's going to be today or it's going to be tomorrow, because I just feel like there's so much pressure down there. So I was getting these pains, kind of like it's the tendon on the inside of my leg, like I don't even know what part of it's like my upper thigh, but like the inside of my leg, that tendon. Sometimes when I walk, I've had it for the last couple of weeks, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but sometimes when I walk, it just feels like the tendon's gonna snap. And it's really painful. And also like the skin down there, it feels like my muscles are ripping, not like inside, but at the front. It's really weird. And I was getting those pains and I thought, well, that must mean that he's ready because I don't know, I've never had that before, so I thought maybe that was just a sign of labour that I didn't have with Jasper. But when I looked it up, it just said it was like SPD, PGP kind of pain. It's just the fact that he's gone a bit lower, he's more in my pelvis. So I'm no longer feeling it like in my hips, on my lower back, or like between my legs. I don't know, it's just a different kind of pain now. So I'm still getting SPD, it's just a lot more painful and in a different place. Heartburn I've had a little bit again. Restless legs have come back, which is really annoying. I'm not sleeping too well at night. Well, it's taking me ages to fall asleep, but I think that's just because I've got so much stuff. I keep thinking, right, tomorrow, if I'm still pregnant, I'll get this done. Yeah, I think my mind's just going a bit overtime at the moment. I do keep getting little not flashy lights as in like preeclampsia style, but just like if I stand up too quickly or something, like little like kind of flickers of silver. But I think that's just because I need to be better with my iron tablets. I'm just really uncomfortable and finding it really difficult to bend down, to hold Jasper, to pick things up. If I'm on the floor with him playing, like standing up is just really difficult. My bump's just getting in the way a lot now, like when I'm cooking, if I'm washing up, anything. I'm feeling really heavily pregnant now, and I know that he's ready in there, so it is just him getting bigger and my body just getting ready for him to come out. So in terms of him, I know that he's head down because I'm getting all that pressure down there, and I'm feeling loads and loads of kicks under my ribs. Sometimes it feels like his foot's kind of going over my rib, like in between my rib and my skin. It's really, really weird and really uncomfortable. And it takes my breath away sometimes. He's doing lots of kind of, not rolls, but just big movements. Like, it's just really weird. Like, you can really, really feel every part of him now. But it's nice because I can capture it on video and take pictures and peek and feel. And Jasper can feel it more now, because before I don't really know if he could feel the kicks. I don't know if he was just going, oh yeah, because I was getting all excited about it. So I just look on the app now. I had a quick look this morning. So I don't know if you can see, but that is what he looks like now. Obviously that's not him, but just like a real baby, which is just crazy. So it says he's an average of 7.25 pounds, which is absolutely crazy. Jasper was 7'10" when he was born, so he's ready. Like, that's why part of me thinks, oh, I just want him to come now, because I know he's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But yeah, that is just a proper baby size. And he's 19.96 inches in length on average. So again, I'm not very good with lengths, but like, I don't know, it's just a real baby. So it says that he's continuing to build up fat under the skin. His digestive system is now capable of digesting liquid foods, and he's busy peeing at regular intervals. His skin is a pinkish red colour. Most of that Lanugo body hair is now gone, and any remaining will fall out soon after birth. And then it mentions as well that he'll be rolling now more than kind of doing all the little movements, but the movements shouldn't be slowing down. So it's the whole like count the kicks. You see people say like, oh, the baby's slowing down, ready for birth. They don't slow down, they shouldn't slow down. The movements just change. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on that, because some mornings I think, oh, he's not being as active as normal, and then he will be. But yeah, it's just kind of keeping an eye on it at this stage, because I know that's what happened with my sister-in-law. She didn't feel my nephew move at all in the morning. She went in and they ended up doing an emergency C-section, and yeah, you don't want to think what would have happened if she hadn't gone in and just thought, oh, he's just slowed down. Oh, it also says if you're having a baby boy, then his testes would have dropped into his scrotum, which I don't know why, I just find that really funny. Okay, so in terms of labour, I am shitting myself. I'm really, really scared. And I think it's because even though I had a really good labour with Jasper, I know what's coming. Like with Jasper, I did all this hypnotherapy stuff, and because I'd never experienced it before, you can't imagine it. You just can't. No matter what someone explains it to you as, you just can't imagine what it's going to be like. And I don't know, for me, I was just like, well, I'll just breathe away the pain and I'll visualise and it'll be fine. And I had a really, really good labour, but it was still the most painful thing I've ever gone through in my life. And every so often I'll get a tummy ache and it will really hurt, and I'll hold my breath, and then I'll be like, oh my God, that's just a tummy ache. Like, I'm going to squeeze a baby out. I don't know if you can hear that, that's Pete rolling out the sticky stuff for the floor so you can decorate. But yeah, so I'm really, really, like, I keep getting quite panicky about it, and yeah, that does freak me out a lot. I'm just terrified that I'm going to rip, because I didn't rip with Jasper, so I don't know what it's like, and that I'm going to poo myself because I didn't do that with Jasper either, and I kind of feel like I was so lucky with him. Something's bound to happen this time. But we'll see. I might do another video actually on my labour thoughts, so yeah, I'll leave that now. Hospital bag wise, I'm still not packed. Really, really bad. I was waiting for a few things from brands to come so I could do my hospital bag video, which I'm going to try and film maybe today. All that's here now, but I keep adding things that I want. I want to get a cool box with ice lollies and stuff like that. So yes, that will be my job for this afternoon, to make sure that is packed, because he could have come weeks ago. Okay, so I'll show you my bump now. Okay, so here's the bump. I don't know if he looks any bigger than last time, but yeah, just everything's just so tight and very, very veiny. Got the stretch marks round by my belly button, but that's it. A little round bump. Well, that's week 39. Obviously, I don't know if this is going to be my last pregnancy update. I could still have week 40, 41 and 42, you never know. Yeah, if you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time, maybe with a baby, maybe still with a bump.